Good evening, everyone, and thanks for watching. I'm Duke Carter in for Kristen Pierce, who's off tonight. Well, we start on the North Shore. St. Tammany Sheriff deputies arrested a man accused of murdering a woman in Mandeville. The killing comes after an alleged crime spree involving multiple burglaries along Highway 190.
Since our door was pretty badly destroyed, we kind of got a temporary door.
John, who did not give us his last name, works for Dollar General off of Highway 190.
But we made the best of the situation and decorated it accordingly.
He describes the scene after investigators say this man, 39-year-old George Dargis, crashed his vehicle into the store.
He broke our register pretty bad. The store was like covered in shattered glass and stuff. We had to clean that up, but it wasn't too bad.
Detectives with the St. Tammany Sheriff Office say this isn't the only store he hit. Literally, they got a call around 5:30 Saturday morning about a robbery at Eddie's Grocery, Lichman's Grocery Store, and the Lacombe Car Wash. Detectives say he got in by crashing his vehicle into each building and stole undisclosed items.
When I came into work, our door was pretty smashed up. It's just the world we live in now.
Deputies say they got another call Saturday morning around 7:30, this time at a home in the 500 block of Smith Street in Mandeville. And when they arrived at the home, they found a woman dead. Investigators have not yet confirmed her identity, but have referred to the case as a domestic-related homicide. Around 10 Saturday morning, detectives learned Dargis was at University Medical Center after he had been involved in a car crash on the Twin Span Bridge. New Orleans police arrested him, and he was then taken to St. Tammany and later booked on multiple charges, including second-degree murder. Now, this isn't Dargis' first run-in with the law in the past week. On Tuesday, Dargis was arrested after he led police on a chase on I-12, then fled on foot after crashing his vehicle. He bonded out on Thursday. New Orleans police have arrested a driver in connection with the deadly crash that killed a man and a pregnant woman on Saturday morning. Police say the driver of a truck crossed into oncoming traffic and hit another car head-on, unfortunately killing a man, a woman, and her unborn child. Investigators say the driver of that truck, 34-year-old Paul Fleming, was taken in for toxicology testing. He has been arrested for a number of charges, including negligent homicide and third-degree feticide. Well, some good news for drivers. Canal Boulevard should reopen tomorrow at City Park Avenue after an extensive construction project there. It was supposed to be open by the end of November, but it appears the project to extend the Canal streetcar line across City Park Avenue is now complete. The construction took about 4 months and has a price tag of about $10 million. Now, the streetcar and bus stops will both be on Canal Boulevard with a covered walkway between them. The Superdome was lit, a.k.a. loud today, and the Houdat's left happy as the Saints took control of the NFC South with a convincing win over the Carolina Panthers. Sport Director Doug Mouton joins us with more. Doug, what does this mean for the Saints, bro?
It was all good, Duke. The good news is the rest of the division all lost, so the Saints now have a one-game lead.
And say they saw a lot to like in today's win, so go Saints all the way. They could barely contain themselves as they left the Superdome tonight. Take a listen.
The Saints look good today. Lattimore will be back Thursday night. Crowley did good. The defense stepped up. Drew Brees did his thing. You know what I'm saying? Saints all the way. Go Saints!
I'm from Jackson, Mississippi, and I love the Saints. Yeah!
If the defense stand up, they're going to go far.
We had a couple of little bumps in the road, but we did great.
There's nothing more I could have ever imagined the Saints pulling off this win.
We're going to Minnesota, baby! Take that to the bank!
I think Alvin Kamara's a beast.
Let me ask you a question, my man. How do you feel about Carolina?
You know,
Man, we don't care about Carolina. Who that, baby? Who that?
Who that, baby? Who that?
I love it. I love it. All I know is that I best get my ring since I did call it early in the season. But anyway, as Doug said, we'll have much more on the win coming up later in sports, as well as on Fourth Down on Floor. In serious news, a Florida teenager who was missing for nearly a week has been found almost 1,200 miles away from her home. Get this, in Syracuse, New York. Investigators say Caitlin Fresina was with a family friend and high school soccer coach, 27-year-old Ryan Rodriguez. Fresina's father is distraught because he reportedly helped Rodriguez get a job as a boys' soccer coach at his daughter's school. Fresina's mother says her daughter was left on her own, but she believes Fresina was lied to or misled. They're both happy their daughter is safe, although there's still a lot of questions about why she left.
That face that feels like it's been an eternity since you've seen it, but it's so familiar. It was wonderful. She's just beautiful. Just to get to see her and put our arms around her.
Rodriguez has been arrested for a felony charge in Florida of interfering with child custody. He may also face federal charges for taking the teen across state lines. The president claims the FBI is in tatters. Today, Mr. Trump responded on Twitter to reports that an FBI agent was removed from special counsel Robert Mueller's team investigating the election. Laura Podesta has that story. On Friday, President Trump's former national security advisor, Michael Flynn, pleaded guilty to lying to federal investigators and said he is cooperating with investigators looking into Russian meddling in last year's election. In Italy, a huge waterspout made its way on shore as a tornado damaging parts of the city of San Remo. It was caught on camera. Take a look right there at around noon Friday. Officials there say no serious injuries have been reported, but the funnel cloud uprooted trees and ripped the roofs off some buildings. Several waterspouts were spotted in the area, but this one is the only one that hit land. One expert predicts that in less than 10 years, everyone will have a self-driving car. So that means I will not be getting a ticket, right? Well, coming up, the latest on the race to fill the roads with vehicles that can drive themselves. Plus, tonight, the Kennedy Center honors are being held with Lionel Richie, Gloria Estefan, and LL Cool J receiving the iconic award.
Get ready for a big showdown.
Well, General Motors has laid out its future plan for autonomous cars. The company is one of several trying to make self-driving vehicles a reality. Nikki Patisse reports.
General Motors autonomous.
This week in Bethlehem is marking the beginning of the holiday season. Hundreds of people crowded into Manger Square for the annual lighting of the Christmas tree. The tree is right next to the Nativity Church, which is the birthplace of Jesus, according to Christian tradition. The elaborate lighting ceremony also included a fireworks display. And now a beautiful lady right here, Alexandra Cranford, joins us now with a look at the forecast. We're going to get a mix. We're going to have a lot of interesting things happening with the weather this week.
Just about everything you could ever want weather-wise, we have it in this week. You just kind of have to look for it and find it. We have fog, we have rain, we have all kinds of stuff happening, and it's going to be happening kind of day by day, each day a little bit different. So if you are...
It's been a big weekend for WWL-TV at the Suncoast Emmy Awards in Orlando. Eyewitness News was nominated 7 times and won a total of 5 Emmys last night. We're going to tell you how we racked up. Katie Moore won an Emmy for her story on the Cajun Navy. Then she came back again with another Emmy with photographer TJ Pipitone for her series of stories on Ramona Brown, a little girl missing since a tragic fire at a home. And then Katie came back with another win as Best Talent in New Orleans for her work on Ramona Brown. Karen Swinson and Derek Waldrop won for their story on an unsolved rape in Algiers. And David Hammer won for his investigation into illegal oil discharges in the Gulf of Mexico titled Oil and Water.
And